The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. Well, they certainly appear calm and composed heading into this race.
It's a P2 start.
And here we go with the Hungarian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
I cannot get much closer.
I am trying.
Keep focus on our race.
Copy that.
DRS enable. In front is Verstappen. Try to cool down a bit more your tires.
Yep.
And remind lift off.
Copy.
Copy that. We are losing time, guys. Copy. Copy.
Try to stay ahead. Do your best, man. Car behind is Sainz. keep focus on our race. Gasly behind. Is 1.5 from you.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, good job, Darren. It's 2 seconds from you. Overtake available.
Copy.
Good level of management on tires.
Okay, copy. Yeah, copy that.
Right then, you can take a look now. And it was involving Leclerc this time. It's certainly inviting. And as a result, 8th place is theirs.
Okay.
Yeah, keep doing your best. Overtake available.
Copy.
Good job. Can reduce the management, tires are fine. Try to slow down a bit more now.
Copy.
pushed me wide.
Yeah, look.
Copy.
Sorry for the...
Copy this.
Just had a snap.
Yeah, copy.
There we go. Can you hear me, chat? Don't say I've been speaking for 19 minutes and you can only now hear me. Was that the case? Jeez. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me now. But anyway, if you can hear me, thanks for dropping in. OP81, yeah, I did say you'd cursed him there. You jumped in as soon and you made him spin off track, I think, there. But yeah, if you're dropping in, this is F1 Manager 24. We're in 2028, and that's why you can see a very random grid in terms of the drivers. Alright, so Antonelli, Sainz is coming back at Antonelli now. So, yes, Antonelli due to stop lap 21. Let's just give him a bit of a push. I don't really want Sainz getting into our DRS. Williams are quite high up. Yeah, they're having a good race, but I think it's because Lawson, Russell, Piastri and Norris all started towards the back. They had a bad qualifying, so it changed quite a bit this race, so we'll wait and see. Antonelli, we're just trying to push him to make sure we don't get in a fight with Sainz, because we don't want that happening. But yeah, if the mic wasn't working there, that was a very quiet 20 minutes. So yeah, thanks for sticking with it. If you're jumping in, and if you are jumping in, do me a massive favour and spam that like button. Super appreciated. And of course, I was shouting out all the follows, so if you missed the shout out, thanks for following. And F1 Pro Official is the latest one. Much appreciated. Right, Antonelli, let's go back to standard. Just extended that to 1.6. As Tsunoda is the first into the pits, I believe. We haven't missed one. No, Yuki Tsunoda, driving for Audi, is into the pits. And there you go. Nice clean stop. So, just a reminder, Leclerc's on the hard tyre, so he's going longer. He's to lap 31. Antonelli is going to lap 21 because he's on the softs. He's currently 3.3 seconds off the lead. So it's going to be difficult to challenge Max today. Leclerc has now extended that gap on Magnussen, but he does need to close down some of these guys. And so I expect Albon, Colapinto, Behrman all to be in very shortly. And I wonder if Albon's going to come in this lap. Any of these coming in? Yes, Albon is in. Yeah, so Perez, we're still 1.6 off Perez. What's his tyres now? 58. So we've got a big margin on Perez, even though he was on the hards as well. So Albon and Madison in. No, it's not a one-stop for Leclerc. It's still a two-stopper, but it's a much shorter medium stint. So he's going long, first of all. Because he started P8, we're hoping to capitalise on maybe a safety car in the first 30 laps. But in the first 14 laps, that's not happened, so we'll see. But if it doesn't happen, he'll be in lap 31. Then quite an aggressive stint on the mediums and finishing on the softs. Antonelli is going to use the hard for the medium stint, so that's the difference. But Leclerc is 10 seconds off his teammate, so I don't think Leclerc can really challenge Antonelli today. But hopefully, he can get to the podium. It's Carlos Sainz all over the back of Antonelli. He's used 8% more tyre life, though. But there's a big gap to Behrman. Obviously, Sainz has got some good pace in that Aston, though. Because he's about to overtake us, unless he's just used a lot of battery. But we're not going to fight this too hard. We'll re-overtake him next lap. Max got a 4-second lead. Behrman and Colapinto now in. So that will push Leclerc up to P5. But here comes Carlos Sainz then on the inside, and you get a double helping of DRS. So that's going to help him pull away, especially with us out wide there. Not ideal. As I say, we should be able to come straight back at him here.
It's behind the...
And Leclerc is on Perez here, and he's down the inside, and Charles Leclerc is into P4 now. Good work from Charles then. He's only halfway through this stint. But he's making it work, and he's got to try and pull away from Perez because we don't want to be battling him for the remainder of this stint. But Perez, as I say, has used 18% more tyre life, so he'll be in a lot earlier than us. Leclerc will be the last one to stop in this race, so he'll probably come out quite far down the grid, but he'll have good pace on his next two stints. We hope, at least. And he's just about going to break that DRS to Perez. Yeah, it's over a second now. Right, let's jump back with Antonelli then. Could probably go aggressive a little bit. Ceres or Perez, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Right, let's go aggressive. Use a little bit of battery.
Mode attack.
So we jump on board. DRS, battery, going to the inside. And then once we get this done, we'll also get the second helping of the DRS, hopefully to pull away. Try and pull a gap then on Sainz. As Sainz the one out wide this time.
Copy.
So can we just get that gap to over a second to Sainz again? Yes, we can. Just about. OP fan, it's not right now. Yeah, he does know that. He's a regular in here, so he knows it's our F1 Manager series. All right, tyres down to 48%. Let's go back to neutral there and standard. Got the gap to 1.6 to Sainz. I didn't realise Leclerc was still on deploy, but that's fine. That is fine. Much appreciated, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And if you're not watching this live stream on YouTube, you're watching on TikTok or Twitch, and you want to see all of our F1 Manager content, head to my profile. The YouTube link is in my bio. Head over to there and subscribe. All right, Lawson into the pits, Stroll into the pits. And we are... about 4 laps away now for Antonelli. And if you are jumping in for the first time, as I always say to our new viewers, we watch most of the track action during our live streams, apart from where we're not getting any battling, which is right now. So we will just forward on a bit, chat, to get to Antonelli's first stop of the day.
Are you ready?
Which is going to be in 3 laps time. I think we could probably go aggressive for these last 3 laps.
Try to push a bit more speed.
Just want to get Leclerc back to neutral. Yeah, let's just forward on, chat. Lap 21, then we'll get Antonelli in. We've got a yellow flag. Yuki Tsunoda having a lock-up.
Turn 5.
The man who stopped first in this race in his Audi. It's had a bit of a problem. Yeah, nasty old lock-up. Or Yuki Tsunoda then. Josefina, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Right, Leclerc will jump off forwarding then, because Charles Leclerc has caught Carlos Sainz.
Slow down a bit more.
Gonna pit next lap with Antonelli, 1 lap earlier. Right, Charles Leclerc has caught Carlos Sainz as Max Verstappen pits. So Max Verstappen on his mediums, quite early on the mediums. And Sainz is pitting as well. Do we still pick up the DRS? Can't remember where the detection zone is here. I think we should, because we're still behind him. Technically. No, we don't. It must be around that second corner, but that's fine. So Leclerc on his way. What's the standings looking like? Max Verstappen leads, Antonelli second, and Red Bull have a marginal lead in the Constructors over us. So all pretty tight. Kevin, thanks for the follow. Right, loads of pit stops happening now. Antonelli's going to be in at the end of this lap. And Leclerc's going to go for another 10 laps. So let's say Antonelli's going to come down quite far in this grid once he finally stops. Well, let's get Antonelli round for our first stop of the day. Here we go then with a first pit garage, because first garage in the pit lane, because we won the Constructors last year. So hopefully a nice clean stop here. Going on to the hards now with Kimi. 2.1, near enough. 2.2, but we're happy with that. Where do we come out? Verstappen should be ahead of us. Perez yet to stop. Yeah, Behrman Albon stopped really early, didn't they? So, are they going to get an undercut on us? No, they're still not going to get the undercut on us. So, Antonelli, really, unless he can catch Max, has got a quiet afternoon, because he's in a net P2, really. James, hello, buddy. How's it going? FV, thanks for the follow. America Martinez, thanks for the follow as well. Much appreciated. Yes, we've got 10 laps to go with Leclerc. Antonelli, this is now a long stint for him. Lap 20 going to lap 53. As long as Max doesn't win this World Drivers' Championship, I'll be happy. James, good and you? Yes, I'm very well, buddy. Thank you. I'm doing very well. It's the weekend, so can't complain. Well, although Antonelli's out ahead of Behrman, Behrman has snuck his way into our DRS. So we might have to have a little bit of a battle with these two Williams for a few laps until our tyres are up to temp. And their tyres will be dropping off. tyres did Max go on to? He's on the hards as well. Could Leclerc do a job for Antonelli here? Leclerc's got a 3.4 second lead on Verstappen. Verstappen should get to Leclerc by the time he needs to stop. Wonder if he could hold him up for a few laps. But here comes Ollie Behrman around the outside. And he is going to take that P4 away from us for now.
Keep focus on your race now. Albon behind.
We've had no dramas in terms of crashes. Had a few spins. No crashes or virtuals or full safety cars or red flags as of yet here in Hungary. 22 laps in. But yeah, Antonelli, he should be able to come back at Behrman. We're just going to get those tyres in the window. So he is dropping out of the DRS for now. He might be slow for a few laps like Leclerc was earlier on. And then we'll come back into this. But at the moment, we are going back. But Albon, that's a bit worrying because Albon's on the hard. So maybe it is just our tyres are not up to temp yet.
Overtake available.
Copy.
But they are just about up to temp now. Might just have to go aggressive for a couple of laps here.
Focus on tires.
As Ocon is in. Is that in for his second stop? Right, Max Verstappen has arrived then on Charles Leclerc. Can we do anything about this? I'm not sure we can. Haven't got much battery, have we? Just trying to harvest. I'd liked him to have got past us there, so we got the DRS. Could he send one down here? No, he's not going to. So, don't think there's going to be much we can do against Max here. And he's going to get the 2 helpings of DRS, so we probably won't be able to stay with him for the DRS either. So, not really going to hold him up much. And Antonelli is, what, 10 seconds behind him, so... There goes Max then. We will try to attack. And we're defending hard with Max. We are forcing him out wide. Come on, Charles. So we're making it difficult for Max. He might not get past it. In fact, he doesn't get past. So Max Verstappen, frustrated by Leclerc. But Antonelli is not moving forward, really. He's going backwards at this stage. So... And yeah, Antonelli 10 seconds off Verstappen. That's a massive margin, really. But Leclerc is just frustrating Verstappen at least. What's Verstappen's tyres? 90%. Antonelli's got 4% margin. Pit loss here today is 22 seconds. So Leclerc would be out around P12 currently. But yeah, they'll probably be going quicker. So he's going to come out in the middle of the pack is Leclerc. But he should be very, very quick once he does. Here comes Max. This would be ideal for him to get us here, but he can't. He's forced out wide again. And Max getting frustrated behind Charles Leclerc, but surely now he will get the job done. He's all over the back of us now. He's going to pull out nice and early, I'd imagine. We use a bit of the battery. Max Verstappen trying to reclaim the race lead, but Leclerc isn't making it easy for him. These are not on a net pit stop at the moment, but Leclerc is battling away. But this time, it looks like Verstappen is going to get it done, is he? Yes, he is. Right, can we stay with him, though, and try and get the DRS? Let's see. Perez has finally stopped on his hards. So I think it is just it's just Maloney and Leclerc who need to stop now.
Try to slow down a bit.
Alright, we are staying with Verstappen across this phase of the race. It's a couple more corners to go to retain that DRS on him. This is very useful driving from Charles Leclerc. So we will get the DRS. But now Max has pulled off down the road though. It's 1.2. How much will we gain with these 2 DRSs though? Thanks for the roses in the chat. Much appreciated. Right, there's one DRS. We get to within a second again, but yeah, he's sort of pulling out down the road now, isn't he? I think that'll probably be it. But we had a good little battle with Max there for a couple of laps. DYYP, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Autumn, thanks for the follow.
No problem.
And Albon has got past Antonelli, so this is not going well for Kimi at the moment. Because Albon's on 61% hards. I'm not quite sure what's going on at the moment. But those hard tyres are not working for Antonelli. 999, thanks for the follow. Yeah, Leclerc's now got 5 laps until he needs to come in. Probably could go aggressive, actually, on his tyres. Managed them quite well. But Antonelli in some traffic, and he's 12 seconds off the lead. I don't think we've got a chance of winning this race now. And Antonelli might be challenged by Leclerc now, because he's losing time in this fight. IDK, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. If you are jumping into the stream today, do me a massive favour and smash that like button. Spam the like button. Really does help me. Right, so both Antonelli and Sainz will have DRS on Albon. Albon's going to cover off the inside, so we'll take the outside instead. DRS still open. This should hopefully be us back to P4. And it is. And I think we're just going to have to use a little bit of battery. Go a bit aggressive and try and break away from Albon and get back to his teammate Ollie Behrman.
Mode race.
A 10-second time penalty for Ocon for being last. Yes, indeed. By 12 seconds as well. He's, yeah, well off it. Yannick, thanks for the gift. Much appreciated. Right, Antonelli has pulled away then, and he is getting close to Behrman now.
Okay, you can slow down a bit now.
Copy.
What is this? This is F1 Manager 24. Right, 27 of the 70 laps gone. Verstappen leads, Leclerc second, but Leclerc yet to stop. So Verstappen has basically got an 11-second lead. He's dominating as the championship leader. So damage limitation for us. We need to try and get a double podium, P2 and P3 with Leclerc and Kimi if we can. And this would be us back to P3.
Yeah, cool.
I haven't got much battery. I think about using the battery there, but we haven't got much of it. Oh, we have to pull out of that, but we're going back around the outside as we did to his teammate. And Antonelli will move back in to P3. And again, we'll use that last little bit of battery and the DRS to try and pull out of the DRS.
You're doing a good job.
If it's 24 hours or Audi, because I play on PC and there's a 2025 mod to have all the liveries from 2025, but also you can put Audi in the game as well, so it's modded. Josh Mayer, thanks for the follow. Ali or Ale, thanks for the follow. Sorry if I'm butchering that, much appreciated. Right, Maloney stops, so now I think it is just Leclerc who's yet to stop today. I think we could probably attack on these tyres now with Leclerc. Max has opened up a 4.5-second lead now. So as I say, if you're joining in for the first time, we watch most of the track action unless we don't have a fight on our hands, which we didn't. For about half a lap there. But Sainz is now on our tail. And Sainz, wow, that's an audacious move, and he's going to get it done. Not expecting a move through there.
Keep focus on our...
And Carlos Sainz is on 50%. Yeah, I don't think Carlos Sainz is going to be a threat later on this race. Do you use a track mod too? Looks more up to date than F1 Manager. No track mods. Got no graphic mods on it. I do have a good PC setup though, so I'm running on the highest graphical settings, but no mods on the graphics front.
Good job.
Hey Kelly, it's been a while. Last time I watched was Japan, so good to be back in the stream. Thanks, buddy. Good to have you back in. Great pass from Sainz. Yeah, it was for a few corners there, but he's got another chance now. Charito, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. So Sainz hounding us, but I'm not too bothered because his tyres are pretty depleted. He's going to go down the inside. I'll show you what I mean by those tyres as he gets past us. And we're outside. So He's on the mediums, but he's nearly used 30% more than us, so he's going to be slow on the final stint. He'll probably be on a hard on the final stint, so we should be very much quicker than him on that last stint for us. Julie and Exotic, thanks for the follows. Hope you're both doing well. Yeah, so we could have a look. Tyre history chat. So Sainz has gone medium, so he needs to use a soft or a hard, and his tyres are depleting quickly. So that'll be a hard for Sainz. Behrman, probably a hard. Albon's on the hard currently. Lawson, who's in this championship for Red Bull, he's still in the drivers, but you expect Max to be in that, but very much getting points for Constructors. Started last, I think, Lawson, or 21st. He's already up to 7th, but he needs to pit soon, but he might have a chance to get back to the podium himself. We might even be fighting Lawson at the end here. Right, Charles Leclerc will be in at the end of this lap. As Behrman is making his second stop for Williams, and there goes Antonelli back past Sainz. So the tyre difference 31%. So Leclerc is going to stop. As I say, he's going to come out quite back in this grid is Leclerc. But he's going to have really good tyre life, and a few of these are going to be stopping shortly anyway. So let's just get Leclerc around. Sainz looks like he's going to stay with Antonelli and continue to fight that. But here comes Charles Leclerc then. His first stop of 3 today. He's gone 31 laps on those hards. Good stint from Leclerc. Started 8th. And a 2-second stop. Very nice indeed. Where will he come out? Looks like Albon will be past us. Albon might be in front of Lawson. No, I think Lawson... It's going to be tight, but yeah, Lawson might just get us at the end of the pit lane. So we'll be out in front of Colapinto here. Oh my god, they nearly collided. That wouldn't have been ideal. Fighting for the Constructors, these two, and it got a little bit aggressive there. As we've got a yellow flag, please don't be a safety car now after we made Leclerc's stop. That would be awful. Don't think it is going to be, though. Looks to be someone going wide or a spin again. It is a crash. I'm completely wrong, but it's not going to be a safety car. Franco Colapinto, he was just behind us, and an RB... Oh, just a bit of a tap on the front left and right rear between Franco Colapinto and his Mercedes and one of the RB drivers. And that would have been K-Mag in the RB, but luckily no safety car, because we don't want a safety car at this stage. Right, Leclerc really needs to get past Lawson here. This is crucial for Leclerc's race. Then it's 5 seconds of clean air. As no penalties for K-Mag and Colapinto. Right, is Lawson going to come into the pits here? If not, we definitely need to be getting past him. Which we should be able to do. Well, on fresh tyres, he is not pitting, so we're going to have to do it on track. But again, we're using battery. We're going to get the DRS as well. It should be pretty easy pickings here. And we're going to stick to the inside as Charles. And there we go. It's done before the braking zone. Charles Leclerc, a bit compromised on entry, but he gets through. And DRS to pull away. And Charles starting to enjoy himself now. Can Charles fight his teammate at the end of this race? He's what? He's 16 seconds off Antonelli, though. I'd say he should be flying on this stint, so it might get close between those two towards the end, you know. I could be wrong on that, but we'll wait and see. Let's go neutral now on there. We have got to overtake Alex Albon as well. Yeah, Albon 44% on his hards. Lawson trying his best to stay with us in the DRS. He's near enough doing it, is Lawson. Can we get into the DRS of Albon, though? We will. That's crucial. So Lawson won't get the DRS. We're going to get the DRS on Albon. Took a lot of time out of him already on that lap, and we should get past him then to move ourselves up to P4. Oh, we have to pull out of that. Albon's going to cover the centre of the track. That'll open up the racing line for Charles Leclerc. And again, before the braking zone, we're already past. And Leclerc then up to P4, started P8, and he's having a nice little race now, Charles. Now he's got 8 seconds of clean air, and Sainz should be in by the time we reach him. So Antonelli now due in lap 53, Leclerc lap 50. Let's just forward on for a bit, chat, because there's no fights that we're having at the moment. We've pulled the gap on Albon as Lawson and Théo Pourchaire pit. Although Albon is right back in Leclerc's DRS. He's probably pushing for his in-lap, I'd imagine, Albon, or getting close to. I said we wouldn't reach Sainz before he pits, but maybe we will, because we're taking about 3 to 4 seconds out of Sainz. So at that rate, we'll be with Sainz near enough at the start of this next lap. Halfway through this one then, Verstappen leads, and unless anything odd happens, Verstappen will win. But we're looking good for a double podium with Antonelli and Leclerc. But which way round will it be? Leclerc is now just 10 seconds off his teammate. It was 16 seconds not too long ago. So Leclerc absolutely flying at the moment, as Ocon has developed a fault. Albon has DRS. Let's say this isn't ideal. Albon trying to come back at us. Hopefully we can defend this. Albon thinks about it. He will get another stab at it down here. Leclerc is nearly into Sainz's DRS. So key that he keeps Albon behind, and Albon will be too far back now to make that move. So Leclerc remains P4. And now we can hunt down Sainz. And as soon as he's done that, he'll have 10 seconds of clean air, and the next man up the road will be his teammate. Antonelli really has enjoyed the hard tyres, has he? Where Charles Leclerc kind of got him to work for him. Are we going to jump down the inside here? No, too far back. Soren, hello buddy, how's it going? Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good week. Let's say, if you're all enjoying the stream, please do me that massive favour and like the stream. Really does help me out, depending on what platform you're on, if you can like the stream. Right, Leclerc losing a bit of time here behind Sainz, but we should be able to get past him now, or is he going to jump into the pits? He does jump into the pits. Did Albon retain DRS? No, he doesn't. What is Max doing? 11 seconds. Yeah, it's one of those races where Max is dominating, unfortunately. He has used more tyre life than us, though, so we're hoping we might be quicker in the final stint, but I don't know if we're going to be 12 seconds quicker. But yeah, as I say, chat, there is no fights now until Leclerc pits on lap 50, so unless we get a safety car, we'll see what happens. Where did we and Max start? Max started on pole, Kimi Antonelli P2, Charles Leclerc P8. So Leclerc has had a good race so far. Max has pulled the gap on Antonelli, and Antonelli is just holding P2. But I say Leclerc is coming at him a little bit at this phase of the race. Yes, I'm very well, Soren. Thank you. Very well indeed. Yeah, the gap between Leclerc and Antonelli is now 7 seconds. About 4 or 5 laps ago, that was 16 seconds. Going about a second and a half quicker is Leclerc. Not due to stop until lap 50. Leclerc may well catch Kimi Antonelli here. There's no team orders. They're both in the Drivers' Championship. But Max will be extending that today. Unless, of course, we get some safety car drama, which can happen around here. Antonelli is closing up to Ocon, Stroll into the pits. Where's Lawson now? Because Lawson started towards the back. He's still got a good chance of good points, I think, Lawson. Yeah, I think Lawson might have a chance of finishing P4 still. As Norris got a mechanical fault. Leclerc to Antonelli is now just 4 seconds. Looks like Antonelli's struggling to get past Ocon there. Yeah, because it's now extended to 5. Now he's cleared him. As Lawson's got a mechanical fault. That's going to not help his progress. Leclerc catching Ocon, but not enough. He might get caught behind him a bit as well. Gap to his teammate now, just 4 seconds. At this pace, well, I said there's no team orders, but at this pace, we're going to have to let Leclerc go, because at this rate of pace, he might have a chance to challenge Verstappen.
Good.
Leclerc is enjoying his afternoon now. Sainz and the Williams again with a brilliant job. Yes, indeed. Williams having a good race. Leclerc is nearly 2 seconds a lap quicker on that final lap. Soy, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. So I am going to ask Antonelli to move out of the way. If Leclerc drags Antonelli with him, then great. But Leclerc has got the pace right now. Nearly 2 seconds a lap quicker. We can't be allowing him to be held up. And he's now getting a slipstream off his teammate, so it won't be long now till Antonelli pulls out of the way. Though their tyres are going to cross over shortly, because although Leclerc's on that softer medium tyre, he's 5% is the margin now, so... And Max has still got a 13-second lead. But yeah, Leclerc is taking nearly a second out of Max as well, or he was at least. So you're going to have to let Leclerc go here. As Teo Porcher sets fast lap of the race. Top 3, well, Max in a league of his own, and then the R2 boys in the Maserati have pulled a massive gap on Behrman, 19 seconds. Nearly got a pit stop gap on Ollie Behrman. But lap 44 of 70, Max is leading, Antonelli second, Leclerc third, but this is now looking good for Leclerc to finish P2 today. Could he chase down Max? That might be a little bit too much. Can Antonelli come back him? Antonelli on the hards, of course, in this middle stint, but Leclerc has already used that tyre. And he's now going to get the DRS on his teammate, and then we should see Antonelli getting out of the way. Is he getting out of the way? He is getting out of the way. There we go. I don't know why he decided to do it during a corner when you had a nice long straight to do that. But there we go. Leclerc is into P2. Antonelli's dropped back there because he allowed that overtake in a silly place. 13.4 seconds to Verstappen. We're going to stop lap 50 with Leclerc. And we'll do a bit of a push on the battery for our in-lap as well. Fuel is now good. Oh, we'll probably go 8 times here, chat, until we get closer to lap 50. Yeah, that time is coming down to Max. It's not massive. And he'll probably go back on the softs, I'd imagine, Max, at the end. So, yeah, I doubt we can challenge Max, but... Leclerc is giving it a go, at least. Antonelli, he could probably go aggressive now to the end of this stint, lap 53.
Mode attack. Mode attack.
Right, let's attack on these tyres. Use a bit of battery. Use a bit of fuel. It's Verstappen. Stops now. Verstappen is into the pits then.
Everything is ready.
Where is he coming out? Is Antonelli going to get past him? He is. It's not really going to matter in truth. Does Verstappen, I didn't see his tyres there. Is he on... Oh, we're looking at Antonelli. Verstappen's on the mediums, is he? Or was that softs? There is the mediums. Thought I saw a yellow stroke tyre. Right, Leclerc. We need to pit him this lap. So Leclerc is coming in this lap. He's pulled 6 seconds on his teammate. Yeah, Antonelli hasn't enjoyed that hard stint, has he?
Mod race.
Hasn't enjoyed that hard stint at all, is Kimi Antonelli. Alright, can Antonelli hold Max up a little bit here, I wonder? Probably not. But let's see. Max now on fresh mediums. Right, Charles in the pit lane.
Use an attack.
Always defend. Let's have a look then at Charles Leclerc. As he's making his final stop of the day. He's had a great race, Charles. Needs a good stop though. And it's a sticky left rear. Get it off, boys. Come on. 3.9. It's not awful in the end, but it's not ideal. And here comes Max Verstappen. Can Antonelli push him out wide? No, he can't.
There's been an issue in the pits.
So Leclerc has a pit stop issue. I think he'll still clear Albon easily. He will.
It's just a lot of confidence.
As we've got a yellow flag. Hadjar is out. It is a virtual safety car. And the pendulum will swing back to Kimi Antonelli. I think we go mediums because we're coming in a little bit earlier, although... No, let's go softs. Let's go softs. Hadjar's crash. We just missed the replay, but there he is. Don't think we'll get the replay off this one, will we? No.
Box lap.
So Antonelli, I think, will retain this position on Charles Leclerc now. Charles Leclerc has had a great race. And unfortunately, he's going to be done by the virtual safety car. So that's unlucky for Charles. Let's forward Antonelli into the box then. So yeah, where is Leclerc? Yeah, Antonelli should be safely past Leclerc. Unless he has a slow stop. But that looks pretty clean. Best stop of the day for us. And yeah, Charles is going to be too far back there. I'd imagine. I don't know. It might be close between them. The safety car line, though, will mean Antonelli does lead. There it is. So Leclerc gets right with his teammate, but he's been unlucky there because he had a massive gap on Kimi. But Hadjar's out of this race. Unfortunately, it's not a full safety car, so Verstappen has a 19-second lead here.
Try to slow down a bit.
Copy.
Copy.
Right, let's finish this virtual. That's unlucky for Charles. I think he had the beating of Kimi today, but Kimi's got the benefit of the virtual safety car, which is now ending.
VSC ending.
Copy.
And there we go, green flag racing then. And our two boys will be free to fight at the end of this race, but I've asked Leclerc not to overtake for now,
Copy.
just to see if we've got any pace on Verstappen, whilst Verstappen is on the mediums.
Copy.
Let's just see what we've got in this tyre, really.
Copy.
Pourchaire doing a brilliant job today. Yeah, where's Teo? Teo, P6, that's good as everyone. What's tyres looking like? Oh, he stayed out though under the virtual. Yeah, Albon, Russell, Pourchaire will all have to stop again, as will Colapinto, Perez, Gasly.
Yeah, copy.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Still going to be a few pit stops there.
How are we?
Oh, you're going to have to push a little bit, Charles, because you're going to lose the DRS to your teammate there. So the gap to Verstappen is 13 seconds. Have we got anything in these cars, in the pace, to chase him down? We shall see.
Tires are okay.
Copy.
Only 16 laps to go now. As looks like we're coming up to a bit of traffic. Esteban Ocon and Maloney again. Fastest lap by Ollie Behrman is Pourchaire and Colapinto do pit now. And Pourchaire will be down to P12 now, but on fresh rubber. And Max and Piastri have to pit, as does Gasly and Perez and Russell. So he should still have a good chance, Pourchaire, getting back to the points. Alright, we need to go to standard, really, with these two.
You can also slow down a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charlie, perfect timing. How's it going, buddy? Hope you're well. And if you haven't already, do smash that like button. Super appreciated. It really helps me out. So 21 cars still running. Hadjar the only retirement. As Alex Albon now pits. Russell getting past him, but again, Russell needs to stop. So the Williams boys on for a good result here. Sainz is past. Sainz doesn't need to stop. So that'll be some work needed from Albon to get him. And yeah, he's safely out in front of Perez and Gasly. So Albon and Behrman looking... Ooh, Looking good for points here today. Uh, 11.4 off Verstappen now.
Copy.
Wonder if we can use each other's pace here. Just top up a bit with Charles, and then we could swap them over and do the same. And then last 5 laps, maybe allow them to race. Doesn't look like. Doesn't look like we're going to catch Max today. What's the game? The game is F1 Manager 24. Is there a way to see who's in the championship? This is the current championship standings. Max Verstappen, as things are right this second, would take 25 points today. So he would lead the championship by 21 points. Leclerc would be, yeah, a long way back actually, wouldn't he now? 61 points. And Lawson would be down to 4th, not scoring today. Constructors would be a better day for us. We'd close the Red Bull by 12 points. Lawson might still make some positions and get some points yet, though. But 15 to go. There's not too much going on, chat, unless we get a safety car at the end here, which would be very nice indeed for us as Russell pits. Albon now up to P6. He's out ahead of Lawson. Lawson is now into the points. So what's going on back here with Lawson? Yeah, he might get Gasly and Perez as well. So, yeah, still a few points to be had.
You are doing a good job there.
Right, let's use this battery now with Antonelli.
Use overtake, use overtake.
Copy.
Perez into the pits now, yeah, so Lawson will be comfortably past him, yeah, so Lawson's still going to score quite a few points today. But Max looks like he's got this covered off, doesn't he? Yeah, we're lapping around a similar lap time, so unless we get a safety car or red flag, Max is on his way to winning this one. Leclerc just about staying in that DRS. And we've got some traffic now coming up. Another win for the Dutchman, it seems. It does indeed. We won the first 2, but Max and Red Bull obviously upgraded that car, and he's becoming dominant again. So we've got some upgrades coming, though. And we're not even halfway through this season, so should be pretty good on that. I might just need to attack here. Leclerc, so he didn't lose too much time. And, wow, it's not a full safety car. It's another virtual. It's safety car. It is a full safety car.
Safety car.
It's, oh no, it's Ollie Behrman though.
Follow the data.
No, he was having a great race for Williams. Behrman with Carlos Sainz. Sainz also having a good race. And the old Williams driver collides with the new, and Behrman, oh, collecting each other again. 2 impacts then. Ollie Behrman out of the race.
Glued to the monitors.
Sainz surely has damage as well. Behrman out. That's, yeah, guttering for Behrman. He was going to score big points for Williams today. Sainz surely has some damage on that car. We'll see if he comes in. But we have a safety car. Could have had a free pit stop there, to be fair. Is Max with the safety car? He is, yeah. We could have had a free pit stop there. Chat, which we could have used. I was too excited and we missed the ball on that, but that's fine. We're still going to reduce that gap to Max, and if we can get past him, we can start to manage the race. I just want to see if Sainz is going to pit. No, so he obviously feels he can carry on, and he's going to get a penalty, though. He's got a 5-second penalty. Upgrades for next race. I can't remember. There's quite a few upgrades coming, though. Can't exactly remember when though. But yeah, I'm a bit gutted we missed the pit lane there, but that's fine. We can still win this, chat. We're going to have to work together now. Leclerc and Antonelli. Hopefully the safety car gets underway shortly. Although a couple of laps wouldn't be too bad for our tyres. Lawson up to P7, but his mechanical fault getting worse. Lapped cars may now overtake. That always brings back horrendous memories. Yeah, so Lawson could be in trouble, you know, with that issue. Might mean Lawson falls out of the points here. Right, surely safety car will be in at the end of this lap. It is indeed, it is indeed. Right. I'm going to have to allow the boys to fight now, aren't I? It's a bit harsh not to. But not to the detriment of losing out on a fight with Max Verstappen.
No lift off anymore.
Copy.
Russell, good tyre life. Yeah, where's Russell? He's 8. Yeah, he has indeed. Right, when is Max going to bolt then? We're right behind him with Kimi Antonelli. Waiting to pull the trigger, and there he goes. And we're back underway then. With 6 to go. Max Verstappen on the mediums, has better tyre life, but if we can get past him, Antonelli, is he going to send one onto turn 1? He's thinking about it, he's doing it. Max Verstappen has to fight it. Antonelli trying to hold on to it, but Max is going to have the inside, and it looks like he's going to get retained P1. He does. And Charles Leclerc seizes the opportunity on his teammate. What a move that is from Charles.
Do your best.
The door was open, and Charles Leclerc has taken it, and now he will take the fight to Max Verstappen. And we're going to stay into this DRS now. We really need both cars to get past and the second car to hold him up. It would have to sacrifice. But we need to take the points away from Max. No DRS, of course, as Max has developed a mechanical fault. Is this going to be a Crofty replay or Max?
Dodges are getting worse as well.
He's got a gearbox issue. Max has developed a gearbox issue. How significant will that be? With 5 laps to go when we cross the line here. No DRS, but there's going to be a lot of battery and slipstream here. Should have stayed in that slipstream a little bit longer. DRS now enabled. As we're going to go round the outside. It's the longer way round, but Charles Leclerc likes the look of it. And Charles Leclerc is into the lead of this race. Can Antonelli get Max Verstappen now? No, he can't. Right, now I just need to slow everything down here. Might allow Max to get back through, but it's fine. This is kind of what we need to do now. Because I need Antonelli to squeeze past Max and then hold him up. Sorry, switched over, Charles. Back here. Okay, no worries, buddy. Right, so we're just saving a bit of battery with Leclerc. And we're frustrating Max. Saving on some tyres as well. Antonelli probably needs to cool his off a little bit.
I am trying.
And now Leclerc can bolt it out of here. It's going to be difficult to get Max behind. Russell is into P4. He's got 77% mediums as George Russell. He's not out of this. And here we go into turn 1 there. Max has got the DRS. We used a lot of battery with Leclerc. We really need Antonelli past Max, but he's not going to be able to do it here. Max on the inside. That's going to open up the DRS again. Charles Leclerc, though, using a lot of battery. Is Max compromised? No, he's not. He keeps the position. And again, we will just turn everything down now with Charles Leclerc, the Monegasque man, fighting for his life to try and win here in Hungary. Kimi Antonelli. Oh, he's nearly alongside Max. He is alongside Max. Come on, Kimi. Use a bit of that battery. If Kimi gets Max, this could be big, but he can't. Max keeps it in there.
Try to close the gap as much as possible.
Oh, it's all getting a bit too much for everyone.
Try to pull it down a bit.
All right, what's going on? Leclerc, we're good. 54%. Max has still got 5% tyre margin on, though. But Antonelli is squeezed through. That's perfect.
Copy. Yes, let's go.
You're doing a good job.
Don't fight teammate. I don't want him fighting his teammate now. Come on, Kimi.
Okay to push on tires.
Right, this could get a little bit nasty into turn one. I need Kimi to retain the position, though. Alright, that's perfect. Right. Now, Kimi, you should be good. You should be good, Kimi, to turn everything down. Right.
Oh, charge.
Go, go, go. This is the time for Charles Leclerc to bolt. Charles Leclerc is going to bolt, and Kimi is going to try and hold the pack up. We talked about in Baku, we didn't use our drivers to secure the win there. We're going to have to do it today. Unfortunately, Kimi's going to have to be sacrificed so we can retain the P1. And Russell might be getting past Max Verstappen there. Kimi is now 2 seconds. Leclerc's got a 2-second buffer. Charles Leclerc absolutely flying down the road now. Kimi Antonelli saving his tyres. Russell has overtaken Max Verstappen here. Now we attack with Kimi. Now we attack. Leclerc's got a 3-second lead. It's looking very good for Charles Leclerc to win this race. We said a safety car could change things. How did it change things? It's put Verstappen currently in P4. Neutral with Leclerc. But George Russell is absolutely flying that Ferrari. He's got great tyre life. He's going to go around the outside here of Kimi Antonelli. Now it's Antonelli starting to fight hard. Max has got Sainz on his inside. Russell pushed out wide by Kimi, and Kimi retains the position. And same with him. We're going to have to try and save some battery life through this lap.
Try to slow down a bit.
Copy.
Where did Russell come from? I don't know. It's obviously that safety. He's obviously benefited from the virtual and safety, but he's got great tyre life. Max is down to P5. He's got a gearbox issue and he's struggling. Leclerc is going to win this race. He's got 4-second lead now. And Antonelli hold on to P2. We've got 2 laps to go. We've got a lap and a half to go. Can he hold on to it? He's saving the battery. He's got enough tyre life now. It's all about retaining this position out of the last the first 2 corners. If we can hold on there, he's got a great chance. Has Russell had a podium yet? I'm not sure if he's had a podium this year. He's had a championship though. He was the champion in 2025. Albon Pettit tyre life the max. He has indeed, and no issue. Where will Max finish in this race? Here comes Kimi Antonelli then. We've got to dump this battery. We've got to dump most of it because George Russell is flying. It's the final lap. For Charles Leclerc, it's the final lap for most of the grid. But Russell and Carlos Sainz are attacking Kimi Antonelli, but they can't get it done. Sainz, of course, has got that 5-second penalty, so Verstappen will get that position back on him. They haven't been able to make an impact on Antonelli, and I don't think there's any other opportunities to make an overtake. So somehow, it looks like we're going to get a 1-2, as there's a Red Bull involved in a crash now. It's Liam Lawson, as Max is all squirrely through there. There's an Alpine on Lawson. Slight tag there. And Lawson might be overtaken. No, the Audi doesn't go for it. Red Bull having a horrible day now. Verstappen 5th, Lawson 9th. Verstappen out of DRS, but there's no real overtaking spots. And he'll get the position back on Sainz, won't he? So Verstappen will finish 4th. Who else is in Sainz 5 seconds? All of them. Sainz will drop out of the points. Oh, that's disgusting for Carlos Sainz. But what is not disgusting is Charles Leclerc, who's had great pace, let's be honest. He was a bit unlucky to find himself behind Antonelli under that virtual, because before that, he was absolutely flying. And yes, he's got lucky with that safety car to get Max Verstappen, but he had a great move on Kimi, then on Max, and Charles Leclerc is going to win 2 races in a row. He won in Spa, he wins in Hungary, and Antonelli, who was 2nd in Spa, does the same here. It's 2 consecutive 1-2 finishes. Sainz gets P3, but he's got a 5-second penalty, and we think he's going to drop completely out of the points. That will mean Russell's on the podium. Verstappen is 4th, and our old teammate Franco Colapinto will be P5. What a race from Charles, what a race from us. Lucky with the safety car. But we get the job done, and that's going to make the Drivers' Championship and Constructors' Championship look a lot better for us, I'd imagine. And Charles started slow for us, but he's coming good now. 2 wins in a row. Charles back-to-back world champion material. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
What a well-deserved win that was.
I really enjoyed that Charles drive. I really did. George Russell up 17. Calm you down, boy. Right, let's switch over to this then. Charles Leclerc, though, up 7 himself. And remember, he started P8. He had the pace to finish P2 without any of those safety cars and virtuals. He was going to finish P2 on pure pace today, Charles, but he got unlucky for Kimi to get back at him with the first virtual. Then he got lucky with the safety car to get Max Verstappen, but it was a great overtake on his teammate. He wins back-to-back. It's Kimi Antonelli P2. Russell up 17 places to get a podium. Max drops 3 places. Franco, a good P5 for Mercedes. Alex Albon finished where he starts. Teo Portier, we said about him earlier on, he does get a P7 finish, and I believe that means every team has now scored, and that's the first time that's ever happened in the series, and they've all scored within, well, before the halfway point of the season, so I'm pretty sure Alpine were the only team yet to score. We'll see in a minute on the Constructors. Lawson up 13, that's a good race from him. He started at the back as well. Stroll, the mighty goat that is Lance Stroll, up 7 places to 9th, and Pierre Gasly drops 5, and that is your top 10. The McLaren boys having an awful race then. Drivers' Championship then. Max Verstappen only 13 points. Kimi Antonelli 18. But our boy Charles Leclerc has gone back to back, and he is very much in this Drivers' Championship now, isn't he? Did Stroll's dad buy the Audi team? He must have. He must have. That's the only way he's getting that drive, isn't it? But yeah, Kimi Antonelli now just 8 points behind Verstappen. But Charles, when we looked at how it stands earlier, he was, what, 60 points behind Max, if Max was going to win that race and he was going to finish 3rd. Instead, he's only 38 points behind, so that is very good reading for Charles Leclerc. Liam Lawson started at the back, did well to get 4 points. He drops to 4th, though, with Charles' big haul of points. George Russell, great points for him today. He's up to 5th. Ollie Behrman, upsetting for Ollie Behrman crashing out. He's P6, but that triggered, obviously, the safety car that benefited us. Lando Norris 7th, Sergio Perez 8th, Sainz 9th, Albon jumps into the top 10. Then we have Colapinto up to 11th, Oscar Piastri 12th, Stroll 13th, Teo Portier is up 7 places with his first points of the season. Gasly 15th, Schumacher 6th, Gasly 15th, Schumacher 16th, Bortoletto 17th, Zayn Maloney 18th, and now we're down to just 4 drivers yet to score. Yuki Tsunoda in the Audi, K-Mag in the RB, Hadjar in the Alpine, and Ocon in the Haas. Constructors then. Do we now lead the Constructors? Yes, we do, by 7 points. Look at this swing. Again, when we looked at this earlier, as it stands, we weren't going to be leading the Constructors, but Max fell away, and that's really helped us. We now lead the Constructors by 7 points. We're the reigning Constructors champions, of course. We couldn't get the Drivers' Championship last year, but we did win the Constructors, so we lead again. Red Bull down to 2nd, and look at the drop-off to Ferrari. This could be anyone's how this is going on at the moment, though. Ferrari do have a good day with Russell. They're in 3rd, Williams 4th, McLaren 5th, Aston Martin 6th, Mercedes double their points for the season with 10 today, Audi get another 2, Alpine gets 6 today, RB are on 2, and Haas on 1. So as we can see, every team has scored at least a point here in 2028. Which we love to see. Pit stops, we've fallen off the pit stops here in 2028. We won it last year. We still get 12 points today. Red Bull dominated that today, and we're 3rd in that. But obviously it's the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship that we're really concerned about. Even Haas, say Maloney. Yeah, Maloney, our boy from Barbados, scored a point earlier this season. And we love to see that. We love to see it. Oh, I think I need to lie down, chat. That all got a bit too excited. I thought we were just on for a dull affair, forwarding that race to a close. And, yeah, it just kicked off right at the end there. George Russell in the Drivers' Championship, if you're asking that, is now up to P5. He is a reigning world champion, though. He won it in 2025. Lando Norris won it in 2026. And Max Verstappen in 2027. So we have 3 different Drivers' Champions in our series. But, yeah, in the end, that was a hell of a race, wasn't it? As I say, I thought that was going to bring itself to a bit of a dull close because we were finding ourselves before the virtual and safety car. It looked like Leclerc would get back to P2, Kimi P3 with big gaps to Max and each other, and we would just be forwarding that on to the end. But yeah, safety car drama at the end, and it really brought that race to life. Plus, Max got an issue with his gearbox, and Leclerc sent a really good move on his teammate to P2. Then got Max. Then we somewhat sacrificed Kimi fighting for the... Well, certainly sacrificed him fighting for the win. We might have sacrificed him for P2, but it wasn't a sacrifice for P2. We held on to P2. We held the pack up, allowed Charles Leclerc to build the gap. Good teamwork. Brings them both closer to Max in the Drivers' Championship and secures us P1 in the Constructors. So all in all, they've worked well together. But Charles Leclerc, old Charlie boy baby, I believe that's back-to-back wins. Yes, it is. So Leclerc, and as I say, it's a 1-2 in Spa, Leclerc, Antonelli, and they follow it up at the Hungaroring. So Max, 2 races in the row, has now been off the podium. So let's continue that as we head to Silverstone. It's going to be 25 days till that race. So yeah, we're going to have 3 new parts on the car. So hopefully that will help us in this fight with Max Verstappen. But that has been a very enjoyable race. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, make sure to like this, and we're going to be back very soon with the next one in this Maserati F1 Manager series. If you jumped into the stream, appreciate all the comments, likes, follows, subscribes, just viewing. It's all much appreciated. Soren, thanks for dropping in, buddy. See you later. But yeah, much appreciated from all of you. If you're watching on YouTube, do subscribe. Check out the full Maserati playlist on there. We also have our Lotus playlist, and if you like Football Manager as well, we've just dropped a playlist on that as well. So that's all on the YouTube channel. And of course, if you watched on TikTok or Twitch, appreciate you dropping by. But again, if you check my profile out in the bio, there is my YouTube channel. So if you're watching on TikTok or Twitch, head over to YouTube, do subscribe over there, and there's plenty more content. As I mentioned, our Maserati playlist, it's not just the live streams, there's 2 episodes a week, plus we have our Lotus, our previous series. As I say, there's some Football Manager content on there as well, so go over and enjoy that. But all that is left for me to say is thanks for dropping in. I hope you have a really good weekend. Of course, no Formula 1 this weekend, but next weekend there will be, and it'll be 3 weekends in a row. So very much looking forward to that. Thanks for dropping in, and we stream this every Tuesday and Friday. So hopefully I shall